Alright, welcome to episode 39 of Kael'Alanai, where, yep, finally gonna actually get night vision. Not sure why Zach had to go so quickly, but yeah, I did also literally right before hitting record, find out that yes, it was actually the higher level that I need, so let's get that dealt with. So each player's power gives you 20. Interesting. And yeah, after this, bases need to get 2 pressure chamber glass, which not too hard to get. Wonder. So it's walls. Need 2 for that though, so. Huh. It'll work out. I was slightly worried for a second there that, it wouldn't actually work out, but thankfully it will. Then you make some wows. Make 2 glass. Go. And then of course let's just convert it all. Fly over. Bounce over my assembly array. And just chuck that in. And while I'm at it, jet boots tier 2, gonna need vortex cannons, which I don't have yet. Okay. Vortex cannon. I'm gonna try and get jet boots up to like, tier 2 if possible. And to do that, I need a couple of things. More plastic. That I need more oil, so that means let's go and get this crude oil, polish it off. Man, that looks cool. How many is that? 21. There we go. Walk to the workshop. Okay, so I've got like 19 stored in there. Oh well. And actually, I wonder if I can put in like this. No, okay. There we go, that works. Now, that's half of that. Yeah, half of this emptied out. I now take the tank. Back over here, and we'll just chuck that in. Okay, look at that, we've got another tank too. Now, I wonder why that's actually not pulling in. Ah, it's because I don't actually have any input buses on it. Alright, let's do this, and then... I could just bring in that. And then of course, make cylinder. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, we make door bases. Need like 4. As long as I make as long as I make an odd number of numeric door bases, I should be fine. Looks like. Then again, I'll probably also get lucky and manage to try and pick up a cylinder in a loot chest or something. And gas tiers. And more vortex cannons. Yeah, these will do for now though. Now, how many things do I actually need to upgrade the storage of? No, 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 nope. 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 That's 1, 2. 3. Looks like 3 lots there. I'm gonna try and tablet. There we go. Alright, so that's a nice even 100. So there we go. And now we just wait. See, the more storage I can hold, basically the more air that I can use, type thing. I think there might be the sticking point, to be honest. So we'll do this. There. Jet boots on. Night vision on. There we go. Now I need... Okay, why isn't there blue? Hang on. Oh, I don't have one for diesel. That's not good. I forgot about that. I'll turn it up the coal. Now, means I can do this. That for diesel. There we go. Now that's all good. Yeah, hit the fucking button. Also, with the night vision upgrade, I now get toggleable night vision. Now, the reason I tend to do that so slowly is actually basically just in case there's anyone watching who happens to have photosensitive epilepsy. Because, you know, don't really want to be giving anyone, like, you know, basically like super headaches or anything like that. Great. Dickhead with the white car's back. And they'll knock out a bunch more of my sticks. Next step, I'm guessing, should probably be, I don't know, I guess, build more of, you know, the, essentially, you know, like the sub-basement, really. Yeah. Just had a look at the floor plan, and looking like, at this point, we've got, so, looks like about 4 blocks thick of wall, which is positioned, if I can level it, about where the edge of this is. So basically this block here. So let's trace it out. Interesting. Huh. So apparently this here is supposed to be level with there. Like, specifically right here is supposed to be level with it. Which means somehow this here is like 3 blocks off. I don't get that. Eh. Well, it only really goes up to there anyway, so not that it really matters much. So I suppose we could technically just, you know, shift this gap here to be slightly bigger this way. Eh, not really a big squishy. I seriously can't freaking wait to make a magnet upgrade either. Actually, hang on. Why can't I make a magnet upgrade yet? So, got night vision. I now just need magnet. Oh, hang on. I have the magnet upgrade. But no idea why the hell I had it turned off. Eh. Oh well. Yeah. So just need to see if I can work out what the hell this is supposed to be. Actually. Bring it over onto the main screen. And make that maximized. Scroll down a bit. Sorry, it's being a little bit laggy, but actually, if I do this, you can see the whole thing. Yeah. Trying to work out what the hell this is supposed to be. Like, my brain's telling me this is like a sink. There's also one there, so I mean, could be a sink maybe. One sec. Coca wants out. Here you go. Rather interesting though how these supposedly noise cancelling headphones, but yeah, I could hear a cat meow. And not quite sure where exactly there's more of this symbol, so I should see. Might be, because that looks like another one. If, you know, a bit bigger. That sort of looks like one. And yeah, so might be, but of course, given the fact that we're in Minecraft, we won't actually need sinks. So also not quite sure what exactly these are meant to be. Like it seems to say WC, which implies they're toilets. I'm not sure. Eh. Oh. You put back into this position though. And of course, I once again have to like, you know, reposition it. So I'm looking at the right part of the map. At 300%. Right, now. According to the plan, I do have 6, right? Yeah, good. Okay, so, and just using stone bricks for now, because, you know, I can easily just, like, you know, replace them later on anyway. And how long's that? Right, so it's 3 long. About, go take 3 up and then there's that. Okay. So, douche, douche, douche. Okay, I see what I've kinda done wrong now. Is hang on, that implies I've also messed up the positioning on this one. Even the turn map itself doesn't really seem to be to scale, so... Like... For example, the boilers appear to be like, what, 5 blocks wide. But yet, like, you look at how thick the actual boilers are, like, more house boiler. What the hell's freaking lagging up my computer? Right, let's try and... Yeah, this should be fine actually. Like literally, right? Let's go over to images. Like, according to the scaling, this is 5 blocks wide. Let's try view image, see if that works. Alright. Any other pictures? There's that. Yeah. This is apparently wallpaper, right? Based on the yardstick of Mum's ruler, scaling this out, looking at about 15 blocks. Alright, so that wide is like, scaling it, there's 15 blocks there. I very much doubt that they're actually like getting, reckon 15, 15, 15. Because, no. Like, no freaking way. But, at least this, you know, looks pretty good. Yeah. Also, according to the map, this should be a little bit over 3 blocks wide. And apparently it comes in by like half a slab. So, or in by a slab rather. So literally, I'm looking at about that thick. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm gonna have to turn and put in elevator. Oh well. Yeah, according to the rendering map, literally right there is like only that wide. Which it could be. Alright. I mean, it also says that that comes in by half a slab, implying that's actually seriously. I don't have any. The fuck. Alright. So it's basically claiming it's like this. Kinda works. And then it goes like that. And of course, you know, hollow. And then that apparently comes up all the way through. So literally what it's saying is that it's a fixture all here. I mean, maybe. I just don't quite know for sure. I feel like there's something else missing here too. I don't know. I'm just gonna build these up to ground level, at least for the moment. And I'll build up to the next level once I actually get the sub-basement done. Like, it is freaking wild though, that literally, like, this here is freaking ground level, but yet this here is the main floor. The main entrance to the entire manor is here. What the fuck? Well, I'll be able to learn terraforming to get that all turn filled in anyway. Yeah. Luckily, all fucking here is like just freaking blank. Because all here is literally just freaking support for like cold storage and just room. Because, like, looking here, right? Admittedly, like, you know, go like flip it around saying this here's on this side, but here is the kitchen courtyard. Apparently, like, in here's like the ash lift. No, here's the ash lift. Yeah. Here we have room, service entrance, room, room, cold stores, okay, cold stores and cold stores like here, and just room like here. It's kind of hard to tell properly, but basically, like, is above this level here, right? So you got big room. Actually, we'll use cave layers. Found too high. Oh, but basically, yeah, you got like corridor here, and you got big room, small room, cold stores, and like here you got service entrance, and then you got 3 rooms down there, and it's not marked anything. It's literally just marked room. Like, if I bring up paint because this will make it a lot quicker and a lot less laggy. See if I've been the right thing. Yeah. And there we go. And then, right, so got the courtyard, right, which is here. Then you have room, room, double cold stores, and service entrance, room. Right, so it's basically service entrance here, rooms here, room here, cold stores. Like, it's freaking whack. But be able to turn and see a little better once I actually get there. But for now, go scroll back down. Yeah. Okay. I almost feel like I could freaking place and turn blocks to the tune of Rushy. Mainly, it would be really freaking impressive skill if someone could. It's like, dun, dun. Like, I'm not even sure, like, fully how the tune even goes. Must admit though, I do find it really funny how we literally have essentially 2 meme songs, literally, or meme compositions rather, literally written straight up, like, centuries freaking apart, and they're literally, like, made purely, like, just say, like, you literally cannot play this physically. And you always end up having someone go, challenge accepted. Or, like, as my sister's generation puts it, I bet. And then they should go ahead and freaking do it. Mainly, they have simplified freaking shit done, but still. Don't really have anything that's like vertical slabbish. Yeah, what if I got 42 powered coal still? Don't actually need that. Sort of need it still. Let's see what blocks actually do get covered. Okay, so that goes. Now, we'll of course have to, like, enclose all here eventually, but for now, this works. Yeah. rest here is all just friggin' supports. So I'm gonna leave that for now. Because what I mainly need is actually to build out all here now. And all this is also mostly temporary. Like, I gotta find out what the actual floor material actually is inside built my house. So, how thick are you? About 2 blocks. Okay, so it's basically there. So. There's like a tiny little nub. It's like a 1 block in, 1 block out. It's like literally like freaking this. Bloody hell. I don't know if I can get this one. Like literally, there's like a pie shape on the other side of like this entrance here. Like they got like some kind of just like freaking thin ass wall. It looks like about 2 blocks out, and then it comes in. So 1, 2, 3. Like literally looks like that. This. Call it about 4. 3.5. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Like, I'm not gonna. I'm not judging. I'm just judging. Slightly more than 1.5. So. Yeah. And then that goes up by almost exactly 3. And then it's too thick again. And then looks like 3, about 4 up. And then that's 30. I think I should have gold axe somewhere in my enemy system. Yep. Why golden axe, you may ask? Well, it's quite simple, really. 1 there. 1 there. Right, so that's 12. So 18 more to go. Yep, there we go. And then 1 more for good measure to bring it in. Huh. Almost perfect. Then And how thick's the black? Ah, that's why. It's about, give or take, 2.5 blocks that way until it reaches the grey outline. That's why. And matching it. Wherever that leads to is on the upper 3 floors. Alright. Let's see. The fuck? It's hollow on the bottom 3 floors, filled on the top 3 floors. What the actual hell? I mean, sure, I'm not complaining about the fact that, like, you know, it'll basically be like, you know, like, an extra way to able to try and get... it'll be an extra turn thing about, like, you know, route, utilities up there, but still, like, come on. That's 31, which is good. So that's how many I want. So it's about 4 down now. So 1, 2, 5. And pretty much exactly 9 down. So 6, 7, 8. That should be another 6. Yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Little habit from StarMade, man, minimizing the amount of blocks in use. Like, it's not really so important on Minecraft, but with StarMade, yeah. 0.15 blocks. So 1.15 mass, sorry. One singular block. Standard armor. Nice and smooth, but it adds up. Got 10, that's 1.5 mass. 100, that's 15 mass. Like, it gets crazy quick. Let's put it that way. Huh. Well, something doesn't freaking add up. Should be 18 across. And probably around 19 as the cross beam. Nope. I'm off here. So that's about 4. That's just barely shy of 6. So, take me. Actually, let's clear these out first. Five, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5. Huh. Yeah, this is straight up not to scale. It fucking can't be. It works anyway. Looks good enough, so, you know. Although, if I trace along like this, and I can actually visually line it up. So, basically, scaling it properly with the sides, this is only 5. And that's also with scaling it to there. So, you know, I'm much more inclined to, you know, assume that it actually goes to here. Because if I align the ruler, yeah, it basically goes to like this block here. So that's the actual size it goes to, using this as the yardstick. That way for now. Right. Right now. That's essentially a one-off. Now, here is about 2 block gaps, so 1, 2, 3. Break 2. Break a 2, 2. Right, that's kind of fuzzy. Looks like around 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Coming in. That's barely even freaking 1. There. That looks like about 1 in. See what I mean by it being a 10 pie shape? That's basically 2 as well. 6. barely qualifies for 1. And it goes up 12. And back in. Round about. Give us some wiggle room. About 5. And then of course comes in. So it might actually almost be perfectly aligned up here too. Basically is 2. Goes up by 3, 6, 9. About 11-ish? Yeah, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then it comes in. Another, what was it, about 10? 33. And back in again. For how many? Another 11. So it should be level with the other one. Make sure I'm rotated right. Yep. There we go. And that one comes down by... Can't actually... Oh. Okay, cool. So base comes down to level with here. Yeah, with here. So... Just a lot cleaner to do like this. Make sure there's nothing to clean up. There we go. You actually also kind of see the shape up here as well, but this here will actually be reflected properly up there. I'm gonna do this level first and just dig up and out to there. Now, this here should all be, kind of all closed up. Now, this is meant to be basically to 1.5 thick. It's about 5. So essentially from here, that's out to there. It's like, bloody hell. Yep. Checks out. Here. So that's 4.5. Altogether, that comes out by 6. 3, 4, 5. Right. Okay. So here's all thick wall, which means the wall basically goes out to here. Not really worrying about underneath here because, well, this will all be, basically filled up with sand over time. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically sandbag underneath it. Because due to the fact that I'm not using, or what I'm not beholden to, real life physics, I can literally just pack sand underneath here, simply like, fill it up and not let mobs spawn. And then, if I need to, do anything with the area, like, sure it'll be annoying to clear out, but at least if I can place a torch quick enough, I can just, like, yeet an entire column of sand. Yeah. That's including wall there, so there we go. Like, damn, that is a fucking thick wall though. Like, Jesus. And mind you, like, in real life, this is sloping inwards. About, give or take 5 blocks thick still here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as an added bonus, given how thick the walls are here, at least up until I get, into like here, I can actually fill this all up with like, extra piping for the utilities. far does that go before it comes in? So about 1. Okay, so 1. And then it comes in. Basically there. There we go. Damn, these are some freaking thick ass walls. But at the same time, like, not sure how I'll do like, you know, the corners here. But actually, I could probably do it like this sort of thing, or this rather. I'll probably make it work. Is that seriously? Yeah, the freaking walls don't fully line up. Slightly further up. So the wall to the left here is like what, 3 blocks thick. And it stops going in 1 block before, so yeah, so it literally goes in like this. Yeah, that's 4 blocks thick. Alright. And here that's about 4 bordering on 5. Almost? Eh, 4.5. So if I ignore the smaller part here, then yeah, it's like 4 blocks. So it goes to there. Right. Now, since we're now over the 1 hour mark, I'm just gonna go and, wow, really not get much. Yeah, no idea why the hell it's still fucking going down. Like, that's going up. That's going down. So it literally just like, you can basically equalize. Yeah, I think it just equalized there. Alright. Let's sprint to the day and see what happens. Why is nothing happening? Bruh. If I seriously freaking found where it's freaking equalizing to. Okay, so here it's at 5 bar. Like, 5 bar exactly. Well, pretty much exactly. Okay. Well, you know what this means? I need to add a speed upgrade to each. So I need to actually have, like, you know, be able to, like, you know, essentially charge up over time. Not get stuck at like 5 bar. There we go. Now it ticks print a day. There we go. And then this here is gone up as well. I believe this will get stuck. Yeah, get stuck at 0.49 bar. And there we go. And now of course, because of like, you know, also adding the eternity gear to this, it's now basically equalizing on itself. So yeah, I think I might cut the episode here, and yeah, then when I do episode 30 in 2 days, then yeah, yeah, it would be most likely looking at the map. Most likely building more of the story bedrooms and music room done, and then probably kind of build out the rest of the front facade of the manor and come around, and then basically start slowly like putting in place the rest of the turn support walls interior to the to the manor. Yeah. If I was Mog Swamp, mate, I'd probably be really happy about that. But sadly, I'm not. Look at it go. Yeah. I'll see you in episode 30, where once again, we're doing it live. Just can't wait for this tick sprint to end. There we go. So, yeah. I suppose we should also probably, like, update the maps too. And a little quick update before I finish. Huh. Apparently we're still underneath the thingy here. Yeah, the final map is where now things are going to really update. barely even freaking shifted. Oh well. But at least, you know, there was actually some visibly new progress being made. Like, you actually can kind of see too. See? It's like very slight shading. But you can tell it is actually there. Oh man, this is freaking awesome. Like, sure, it's like only a small amount of progress, but come on, like, literally, even just the fact that there's that much is a good thing. Now, actually, while I'm thinking of it, that mapping, missions, I don't think there's anything for snowfalls there. That's snow. Let's actually see if turning that off will do anything. And looks like that's basically it. Ah well. I reckon, yeah, episode 30 will build the rest of the edge around here. Like, actually, just realized you probably can't even actually try and see where my mouse is. No, can't see my mouse. Right. Let me see if dragging this over. No, apparently even with that. Man. Oh well. It was a good idea, at least. Essentially, the plan is to continue building here, and then over time, like, or more time over the next episode, we'll probably get to around here, and we'll be able to fill in all here as well, and hopefully even get all here done. And then, once I've got all of the sub-basement here done, which honestly is surprisingly little, there's actually, you know, if I can, like, really even, like, you know, like, needed, like, for example, like, actually, I'll do it in person, actually. Like, literally, the biggest thing is plant storage room here. This is literally, like, here, and, you know, storage rooms and wine cellar over here. That's all there is left to freaking do on this level. All the rest is literally just freaking structural supports in real life, because otherwise the manor would literally, like, straight up collapse under the weight of its own materials. Like, literally. So, the sub-basement is going to be freaking, like, super quick to finish at this point. However, once we get to the basement, that's when shit's going to get wild. Like, let's see, 1, 2. Like, I mean, freaking wild. Actually, I'm going to smart. I'm going to bring OBS over to my other monitor. Hey. Um, secondary motor. Here we go. So, you see all of these rooms, right? That's all on the basement level. This is what we've been working on for the last couple of months. You know, alongside, also, what's it called? Freaking progression, right? So, like, most of what I've been working on, right, is where you can tend to see my mouse frozen, right? That is literally all purely like this. Right, so all of this is like getting in boilers, boiler coal, dynamo room. Got once you go over there, lift here. Like this is all that one small area of the sub basement, and it's almost done. Like I'm going to freaking like overjoyed once I turn and finish the sub basement, because then I get to move on to the basement, which is going to make me very happy, because then I get to purely build the main floor, and above that, like, okay, what have I got? Oh, it's because I turned the wrong way around, that's why. Like, once I've got the main floor done, then I can do the second floor, which I'm going to have a bit of fun with in the middle, because of the garden area. But, because, like, it literally has, like, the glass roof. But, like, once I get, the second floor in place, then they'll allow me to focus on the third floor. And apparently between second and third, there's, like, a smaller area, apparently. Which, from the looks of things, appears to be the bit just underneath Mrs. Vanderbilt's chamber in the map, right? But I'll show it on the map once we actually get there either way. Right, so then between making second floor and third floor, I've got this little area where it's like servant's room, bath, servant's room, and hall. Right? And then from there, it's then up to, like the third floor. And then, after we got that in place, which also kind of got to work out where it goes, but from the looks of things, it is, like, right next to Mrs. Vanderbilt's chamber, right? But then, you go up past the third floor, once that's all done, and it's the fourth floor, which would be literally the easiest. And then my house, or my manor, is freaking done. This thing is going to like freaking 8 schematics minimum because of the scale of it. But I absolutely freaking love it, because like all of the certain house builds I've ever seen, where it's like, whatever design Minecraft house, they're always freaking tiny. Like, a bedroom would be the size of this, or it'd be like 2 blocks, maybe 3 high. And it's like, dude, there's not enough freaking room. But with this though, like, this is basically a mega project for me. Like, look at this. Like, this isn't even anywhere near freaking done. Like, practically guaranteed this will be literally the year 1 mega project. Like, no doubt about it. Right? Like, even like just the idea of finishing, you know, um, like just the Abyss Depths in year 2 even. Like, I'm now realizing that's way out the freaking window. I'm going to like Mog Swamp at the end of this and like, you know, basically building into like freaking 2046. And but like, even though like this is basically just a blank wall essentially right now, like, and you know, it opens up into just like effectively wilderness. Like, you take a proverbial step back, toggle off HUD. Look how nice this looks. Like, literally, this looks like it's the inside of an apartment building, just gutted. And but no, this is actually the outside. I just haven't built the inside yet, because I haven't actually built all of the support beams and everything down here yet. But still, like, I'm now realizing what freaking. I don't know which episode I even started this on, but one thing I do remember though was I literally. It's freaking funny as to me. Like, literally, I'm pretty sure I RTP'd. Either went / locate for a structure to get, you know, to get basically a place to turn and set up. Found the tavern here. And went, yeah, this would be like, you know, a good place to like, you know, essentially like, you know, start off on my world. And then looked around, you know, flew up and found here. I was like, yeah, this looks pretty good. Started placing down that, you know, the den. Because originally I was just going to build from the den outwards. And then I realised I messed up the scaling here. It's like, ugh. And then of course I ran out of storage. It's like, no, I'm going to have to change how I work this entirely. I believe this here was, yeah, this here was, this here was the original size of it. Like, literally, this is how big I thought it was going to be. How freaking naive I was. Yeah, like, and brought it all over to here. And then built what ended up having to, and as you'll probably remember, like, if you watched all the episodes, I literally had to redo this. But, you know, didn't really mind too much. Like, look at now, like, literally this is just the last, what, freaking 2 hours? That's just 2 hours of building. Like, I'm actually, like, in awe of just the amount of progress that has been made so far. Even though it's tiny compared to everything else. But it's the fact that, like, in combination of it's me doing it and the fact that, like, this will be what I call home in this world. Like, it's not just, like, you know, some temporary home, like, you know, oh, I might live in, like, you know, for, like, a year or two, and then probably upgrade it. You know, like give it some touch ups. And then build something bigger and better. But no, literally this will be what I call home forever. Like, mainly, it's gonna take a lot of work because I literally have to basically build an entire mountain up here and slowly slope it down here, and then somehow manage to marry the height of this, right, all the way down to here, while also at the same time fitting in like the stables and like what what used to be the stables, right, but now is the bakehouse and technically stables. But it's still like it's the fact that like essentially like I'm actually like physically struggling to actually come properly to terms with the fact that like yes, this is becoming my house. Like it is becoming my manor. Like admittedly, yeah, it's based on a real manor, but it's the fact that like I'm literally building this with my own hands. And like ironic enough, like the fact that like I'm not using, for example, like Waldo or whatever to actually try and build any of this is actually very much helping with like as cringy as it is, as much as I hate to freaking quote a super evil company, but like it's literally adding to the sense of pride and accomplishment that I'm feeling in the build. Right, like once it's done, like I'll be honest with you, most likely I will get emotional when I've placed the final block as I realize, holy shit, I've just built this thing. But it's going to be one hell of a journey even from here, like up to the roof of the fourth floor. And you guys will be along with me for the ride. Like honestly, I might end up like say for example like I get all the way up to like to the actual roof level, and I'm like ready to finally put the roof on this place, and like actually officially complete my home. And honestly, if it's not gonna be on what I call an X0 turn episode, honestly, I'll probably postpone adding the roof just so I can do it on stream and like literally allow people to watch live as I finish. Actually, fuck. I just realized it'll be literally the first house I've actually ever finished. Like, no joke, I've never fully built a house on Minecraft. Never. Like, I've always, for one reason or another, like, not being able to finish. Either, like, it's on a server and the server shuts down, or I stop playing for a while and forget that server exists. Or, say, for example, with turning Hell's on Reach, like, either something I do ends up accidentally messing up the turn map, or we get a new mod that requires a new map, or I'm upgrading the mod pack to a new version. And with each of those, like, the one thing that happens to be the same is literally that, like, the map ends up getting reset. But with this, like, there's basically no risk of the map resetting, because the point is not to have the map reset, because it is a forever one. Which means this will be my first completed house in 15 years of playing Minecraft as of right now. It's not going to be my first complete house in 15 years when it's done. Honestly, I'm expecting it to be more like 17 or 18 or 19 or possibly even 2 decades of playing Minecraft. But, all the same, I'm looking forward to, like, even though, like, yeah, I'm probably gonna, like, turn straight up, like, fly back and, like, just stare at this, like, magnificent build of looking at the actual like, the actual house on Google Maps right now. Actually, do one better, so you can see what I'm seeing. Like, imagine looking at this within Minecraft and having physically built this by hand. I'm expecting it to take a couple of years. Like, probably, I don't know, in like year 2 or year 3, this will probably be done. Like, actually, if I'm being actually realistic, given the fact it's only taken me, like, what, 3 months to get as far as I have? Which is half of the turn sub-basement done, while also doing progression to actually get the ability to be able to just produce all of the blocks I need. Like, yeah, I'm probably gonna finishing this near the end of year 1, or possibly halfway through year 2. But imagine like, just pretend that you're me, right? Just finished it, like, spent, honestly, it'll probably end up being, like, an extra long stream. And, like, just spent hours upon hours building this thing. And putting in all of these, like, all the blocks to build all this top part here. And then, say, you put in the last of this turn spire here. And then it's done. There's no more blocks to place. And you sit back and go, holy shit, there's nothing else to do. Like, yeah, I'm probably gonna end up, like, straight up, like, crying on stream. I'm half expecting someone to, like, literally, like, like, screen record that part of the stream as well. And honestly, probably even make a meme edit of it. And, like, upload it back to YouTube with a caption, not caption, with a title of, like, Kael'Alanai balls his eyes like a little baby just because he built a house. Or, baby gets emotional over first house. Like, it's just, the main problem is that I very rarely finish things. Like, I'm really good at starting things, I'm just not as good at completing them. Like, games, for example, pretty easy because, you know, you complete all the content and you completed the game. But projects, like, the most projects that I've ever completed, like, they've all been like jigsaw puzzles or books or series of books. This will literally be the first big scale project that I've ever actually completed. Admittedly, it's also within a game, but it's a game where like there is no ending. There is no like end of the content, because like to be able to actually reach that end of the content, which technically exists, but to be able to reach it, you would literally need what is currently a supercomputer, or possibly even straight up a data center of storage to be able to handle that much data. And you know, you'd also need like billions of years to be able to even do anything with all the blocks there are. But, you know, this is my small slice of a world. And yeah, it will be my first ever completed actual project. And like, I really don't know how I'm gonna feel about that. I know they'll like be quite happy, but like, will I be happy because I'm finished though, or more just because of how like it's something I've been able to actually do, and like I basically left my mark on this world type thing. But yeah, hey, like it'd be actually really funny if just before the anniversary of this world I end up finishing it. But you know, we'll see. Like, can't really guarantee basically anything right now, but you know, we'll see how things go. But for now, I'll stop rambling and like, you know, waxing wistful, I guess, and like, you know, getting all like mushy onions. And yeah, I'll see you all in episode 30.